Oh, hi, and welcome to GTFO out of the USA. And we're just doing a chit chat here about the reasons why we left the USA.
And one of the cool places we discovered on our trip to the Caribbean coast of Colombia, Santa Marta, and this is the place we're going to talk about. But first, a little bit of a background.
A little bit of background. Started this adventure back in 2010, came to Colombia, kind of regenerate my roots, kind of life changes back then, job and life, and then, but continued, right? And I ended up going to Thailand in 2011 for like a month, and then Ecuador in 2014, and then it's just been then back to Colombia, Mexico, kind of like bouncing around many different countries, and because I suffer from utopia, looking for that utopia.
That perfect place.
Perfect place.
I don't think we'll settle down until we find something that's really strikes a chord and is really perfect. That's one of the things that pushes us to travel, is to explore. We are always looking for those places that are a little bit off the beaten path, especially that has not been discovered yet. And we actually came upon one of such places by when we visited Palomino.
Which reminded me of, the early on stages of Tulum. I went to Tulum back as a present with my girlfriend back then, 1989, my college graduation present. 1989, before the internet ever existed.
So how was Tulum back in the day?
It was just a village, right? I mean, it was nothing there. But it was pristine. And the water still and the beaches are pristine, but because of social media, the internet, it has changed a lot.
Yeah, if you've been to Tulum recently, you know that it's been just built out with high-rises, condos, all these boutique hotels, and it's so expensive that it kind of makes it unaffordable for many people. If you want to stay on the beach, you either have a choice of paying $500 a night, or if you stay in town and you want to commute to the beach, it's really hard to navigate.
The tech bros like Tulum.
Yeah. But we're not tech bros.
We're not tech bros.
To do a little bit on the lower budget. So Palomino was one of those hidden gems that really reminded me of Tulum. I love the vibe there, the bohemian, free-spirited, it's a really cool place right there on the beach, raw beauty and the jungle. But unfortunately, lately Tulum has been kind of getting a little bit out of hand with all the building and everything, and the infrastructure is suffering, the roads are terrible, it's overcrowded, it's super expensive.
And if you don't stay on the beach, $500 a night, then you don't have access to the beach. So then you have to play all these games to really try to find a beach spot, pay a club price or pay the restaurant fees. I don't know. It's a beautiful beach, but there's other beautiful beaches around the world.
And if you're someone who's attracted to a similar vibe like Tulum, we have a little suggestion for you. Maybe check out Palomino, because when I went there, I thought, wow, this is Tulum 20 years ago. It has all the makings of it. It's got a beautiful beach. It's got the bohemian vibe. It's super free-spirited.
It's got a music scene too.
Music scene. There's a big international community of people.
That's where all the Europeans basically go.
Alternative. So we made this video. A lot of it is just walking through town and showing you. It's a tiny little village, right? There's one road in, one road out.
Yeah, it's not a lot of infrastructure.
Not a lot of infrastructure. So you can take a look and decide for yourself. But we're showing the town and the beach and kind of trying to capture the vibe. Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed this video.
But we got to continue on our quest to finding utopia, so we got to get going.
But you let us know. What do you think? Is Palomino the next Tulum, or is it not quite hitting the mark? Tell us what you think in the comments, and enjoy this video.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends who haven't quite realized they need the GTFO out of the USA.
That's right. We'll be showing more of our journeys and different places that we like, things that are a little bit off the beaten path. So subscribe to our channel. Welcome to GTFO out of the USA. We're a couple of digital nomads who are traveling around South America trying to find the best places to live.
we're currently based in Colombia, a country with incredible geographic diversity and natural beauty. Over the last month, we've been exploring Colombia's Caribbean coast from Santa Marta and going on day trips to the famous Parque Tayrona National Park, as well as nearby towns like Minca and Palomino. Palomino is a small town in the Colombian province of Guajira, known for its beautiful wild beaches, a surfer community, and a vibrant international scene that gives it an unmistakable hippie vibe. A lot of people come here to get away from the busy world, as well as to partake in the full moon ceremonies and enjoy the alternative music scene, which is quite a rare thing to find here in Colombia. So, if you like to party, this might just be the place for you. But let's start from the beginning. How do you get to Palomino? You could take a bus from Cartagena to Riohacha and ask the driver to drop you off at the side of the road. On the way here, you can enjoy the beautiful views of the Caribbean coast, as well as refreshment stops where you can get fresh coconut water. Not a bad truck stop, huh? Welcome to Palomino. I'm trying to find this hipster coffee shop. And so far all we found is some chickens and a tough road. But a little navigation challenge has never stopped us, and we were sure we would find a great cup of coffee here in the Colombian town of Palomino. Here we found it. Little oasis with cold brew and Starlink and beer. Palomino definitely has a hippie vibe. The accommodations here are mostly hostels and eco hotels, and there are not a lot of places where you can find AC. But we found a cute and quirky coffee shop with great cold brew coffee and refreshing AC. Now that we're refueled on coffee, we're gonna check out the next stop, Aventura. We're gonna check out the town of Palomino. So this looks like the main street, and it's supposed to have some nice restaurants, some vegan, eco, organic cafes. The town is definitely small, but we're gonna see what else it has to offer.
bread and some psytrance Afrobeat music. I love it when my bread comes with some groovy tunes. This is giving to me. And there's actually a surf school here, right there. You can come and learn how to surf.
Here, you can find anything from surfing lessons, Thai massage, whispers of the earth, tattoos, and, of course, spiritual healing.
You'll never go hungry in Palomino because here bananas just grow on trees. It's bustling, huh? And here, you can pay with Bitcoin if you have it, and if you're willing to spend it. Here's a more authentic towny bar. That's where I would come if I was looking for a happy hour. It's legit.
Some watermelons.
But yeah, I'm wondering if this place is the next Tulum because it's small right now, but they've got the real estate. They've got the ocean front, and you know it's in the beautiful jungle right at the foot of the mountains. You can go to Parque Tayrona. There's history, there's ecological tourism, there's culture, amazing coffee. So why not Palomino? We'll see in a couple of years.
Next, we went to check out the Palomino beaches. Unfortunately, that day there was not much of a beach to see due to high tide, but we still enjoyed a nice cold beer at a beachfront restaurant called La Ola. The beaches in Palomino are definitely raw, with not a lot of amenities. But that's kind of its charm. You feel like you're lost at the edge of the world where no one can find you.
Trying to find this restaurant, and it's a bit of a challenge to get there, but nothing has stopped us so far, so now I'm gonna give up. Two little beachfront hotels. You can stay right here. There's a Selena chain here too. So something for every budget.
Palomino definitely has something magical about it. And as a testimony to that, we randomly ran into a friend from half the way across the world in a local beachfront restaurant. And he kindly agreed to show us around his stomping grounds. There are plenty of cafes and restaurants overlooking the ocean where you can grab lunch after a morning surf session, get a beer with friends on a Sunday afternoon, or dance the night away. And yes, Palomino has some great music, thanks to the European tourists who bring their techno with them. You can also come here for full moon parties and alternative practices as well.
Volleyball for one. Don't need 4 players. I like it. It's worth trying.
Play with yourself.
Well, no, volleyball you just play against one other.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't need partners.
Palomino feels like the edge of the world, a place where you can get disconnected from the noise of these crazy times. In the internet age, there are not a lot of places like this left, and who knows if it's going to stay like this for long. So if you like undiscovered places that are a little bit off the beaten path, you should definitely check out Palomino. We hope you enjoyed our video. Until next time.